Hello everybody, ciao a tutti, welcome to Art with Ms.B. Today this one is a very short video, it's just doesn't have any practice attached to. I just want to make sure that I introduce and I explain very well to whoever is following my video what are the mindful practices that you will start to see in the weekly content. Mindful practices are artistic practices that are really helpful and very beneficial to people who struggle with ADHD, ADD, mental stress, struggle with focus, and they are really meant to help everybody, no matter the age, no matter the skill levels. I see it every day as a teacher. I teach students from kindergarten all the way to ninth grade, so a very, very big range of age, and I see it every day. The students really struggle sometimes to stay focused on a specific topic or on a specific activity for an extended period of time. This is a real struggle for all of us, just because the way that our society is built, the technology, the hyperstimulation that we are constantly exposed to, and the fast pace of our life. So these mindful practices can really help you, help your kids, help your students to train your mind to really stay present to your body, into your body, and to the experience that you are facing at the very moment. So the mindfulness is basically the opposite of daydreaming. In daydreaming, we let our mind go outside of our body and travel, basically, right? Picturing images, event, something, thinking about something that might need to happen in the future, or just something that we would like to happen, or we fear, or whatever. Mindfulness now, it's just the opposite. It's just like that connection between the mind and the body. What is the body doing right now? In this case, art itself helps a lot, just because when we create something, we tend to stay focused on that specific space, which is the paper maybe, or a canvas, or the material that we are using. And since art requires fine motor skills, usually the brain and the mind tend to be very present. So these are extremely beneficial practices that they're really for everybody. You can practice all together as a family if you want to give yourself a weekly mindful practice. And just like you can have your children, students practices in this way, as I do in school, every time that you feel and you sense that the level of mental stress is kind of rising up and you wanted to just a little break to bring back the focus, right? And a nice, how can I say, like a nice time for the kids and for yourself to be present in what you're doing. At least be aware that sometimes we're not present and we need to do whatever we have, whatever we can, to just be present. Okay, so you can use these practices that you will find in my channel as many times as you want. You can do the same practice over and over, maybe changing the colors, the color palette that you want to use, or changing the media. Maybe the same practice can be done using watercolors one, using pastels the second one, using colored pencil. So from out of for 4 or 5 videos, you can actually have multiple practices. You do not have to do them in order. You can just actually follow my other video and then maybe my videos, and then maybe stop the practice, choose to do a mindful practice for that specific week, and then you go back to the other practices about elements. As my channel started to grow, it's very, very young because I just started in the summer, so I need the time to record the videos, and I want my videos to be very authentic, so I take time to plan them, to prepare them, and then to record them. So I want to make sure that I'm diversifying the content. So I want to give you the content that I gave you at the beginning. It was a formal training on elements of art. Now I want to give you like some of these mindful practices that I personally use them in my life and also as a teacher. So I use them as a person and as an artist, but also as a teacher. And you can use them to alternate your own experience with my videos, or if you're homeschooling children, your home, experience with them. And then later on, I will keep giving you a nice, beautiful content that I'm working on about, again, colors and other like elements, and maybe investigating the principle of art. So I just want to make sure that you had a nice short introduction. So watch this video so you know exactly what to expect from the mindful practices, what the mindful practices are, and what they can give you, and what they can give your children or your student, and what do you need basically to be successful in this practice. And I see you all soon. Ciao a tutti.